There was a time when some Stoke City players appeared to be putting in so little effort that they actually came off the pitch with a cleaner kit than they'd started with. Not anymore, it seems. The manager is certainly getting a tune out of his players, and a consistent one crucially, and if he ever cracks the one about scoring penalties, then he really will be a miracle worker. Stoke's failure to double their lead from the penalty spot just before halftime at Blackburn, their 10th failure in their last 13 spot kicks, meant this was more of a grind than a cruise, but this is a team willing and able to flick a switch mid-game and simply become a stubborn bunch of SOS if necessary. True, they have produced such performances before in the recent past, Norwich away in early October springs readily to mind, but this team now looks capable of routinely rattling off such hard-earned, hard-nosed outcomes. We will have to wait a little longer for the fluent and fast-flowing offerings the manager is eventually aiming for, but the fundamentals are now making themselves seen and heard with an encouraging regularity. Manager fanning the Flames Nathan Jones believes the majority of Stoke City fans are ready to stand with him as he tries to drag the club back towards better times. Jones made a beeline for nearly 2,000 travelling supporters at the end of Saturday's 1-0 win at Blackburn and beat his chest as they stood and applauded him and his players. "They've given me everything, the fans, and they are important to us moving forward," the manager enthused. "They have to believe in us and be patient, and I want to show them that they have a manager who cares, that's passionate about his job, that's passionate about his club and who wants to do good work here. They packed the place and it's just a pity they were stuck up in the rafters. But even though they were stuck up there, they sang their hearts out. Our fans are magnificent and they are getting behind us." The travelling Stoke City fans at Blackburn Rovers. Image, EMPICS Sport TP put Potters on alert. Who better to scout Swansea City for the Potters than old boss Tony Pulis? His Middlesbrough side were at Swansea on Saturday and were handed a 3-1 battering, their 6th defeat on the bounce. With Stoke City next up at the Liberty Stadium on Tuesday night, 7:45 p.m, Pulis had a few pointers for fellow Welshman Nathan Jones to take into account when planning his strategy for a 7th successive clean sheet. It seems they need to keep a lookout for young Wales winger Daniel James, who terrorised Borough at times and was finally upended by Stoke old boy Ryan Shotton to hand Swansea the opening goal from the penalty spot. Pulis said, "Out of all the games we had left this season, this was the one I was more worried about than all the others, and what's more, another defeat means TP could soon be out of a job again. That penalty record 0-0 run ends. Player ratings as it happened. Goal hero full of confidence. Goal hero Peter Idibo is ready and willing to take the next penalty that comes Stoke City's way." The Nigeria World Cup player smashed home Stoke's winner at Blackburn and was then a bystander as Boyan's first half penalty was saved after Benikefobi had been fouled to win the spot kick. That means just 3 of Stoke's last 13 penalties have been converted, a dreadful record that has some fans suggesting the Potters are cursed. But Idibo believes Stoke's problems from 12 yards are far more prosaic. "It's all down to confidence." Asked if he would be prepared to take Stoke's next penalty, he said, "Well, I am a penalty taker. And one thing I believe is that if you feel you will score, then you should just get on with it, because taking a penalty is all about confidence." Up next, Swansea City v Stoke City, 7:45 p.m, Tuesday, April 9th. Championship, Liberty Stadium. Stoke will be aiming for a rare double this season when they take on Swansea City tomorrow night. Former Swansea man Joe Allen bagged the winner when the Swans lost 1-0 at Stoke last September, but the hosts are in good form at the moment, as old Stoke boss Tony Pulis will testify. His Middlesbrough side were beaten 3-1 at the Liberty Stadium on Saturday, with winger Daniel James proving the catalyst for a fine victory for the Swans. For all your latest Stoke City news, opinion, analysis and transfer gossip, click here.